is Tyler Watts, this is a presentation on the benefits of doing business in Dubai. This is a presentation of the Department of Tourism and Commerce. I'd like to introduce you to Dubai itself. It is a city emirate in the United Arab Emirates. It has a population of over 2 million people. It's seen a steady population growth ever since its founding in the 70s. It's home to the tallest building in the world and a lot of other lavish structures. Burj Khalifa, and it has a great influence on the area in the Middle East with regards to finance and trade. I would now like to introduce you to the team and their credibilities. Sujin Ha is the Director of Cultural Studies, and she's going to talk about the things you need to know with regard to culture that you need to take into account. Ahmed Anwami is an expert in economic development, and he's going to talk about the current economy and how it's doing. Hisham is the expert on transportation. He'll let you know about roads and public transport and all that. Ahmed Al-Nasser is an expert on Dubai's markets. He knows what makes money in Dubai and the industries that are successful there. And I am the team leader and expert on business restrictions, which means that I will try to tell you how what you need to know is different about the restrictions of business in Dubai compared to your current country. And now I'd like to pass it on to Sujin Ha for the cultural studies.
Hello, my name is Sujin Ha, and I work at the Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing. By the first appearance of Dubai, you might think that Dubai is a very Western-like city, even in the business culture. However, unlike its modern appearance, Dubai is very traditional at its roots. For instance, if you disobey the official laws or if you offend some people in Dubai, you might have to get back to your country, or you might end up in jails too. Therefore, it is very crucial to be aware of the Dubai's culture and business etiquette before you go into the actual business. Before I go into actual presentation, I'd like to briefly explain what we're going to talk about today. First of all, we're going to talk about what the appropriate greetings and the body language and the importance of the religions in Dubai and dress and food cultures. First of all, I'd like to talk about the appropriate way of the greeting. When you first meet your potential business partner, it is important to shake hands with your right hand, since left hand is considered unclean. And also, it is inappropriate for men to shake hands with the women, unless women extend her hands first. And before you get down to the real business, it is good to engage in a small talk, but it should not include politics, sex, and religion issues. Then let's move on to our next point, the body language. When you use body language, try not to use the excess hand gestures and do not point a person. If you need to point something, use your full hands. And slouching and crossed legs are considered rude. And do not use your electronic devices or checking watches when you talk to people, because it might show that you are bored. And the third, I'd like to talk about the importance of the religion in Dubai culture. In Dubai, the religion has a really important influence on business. And for instance, they have a regular daily prayer and the religious festival. It is very common, so it might affect the business dealings. So it is important to know the festivals and the religious dates before you held your meeting. And Friday is the Muslim day of prayer, so you should avoid scheduling your meetings or lunches or even casual drinks. You should keep in mind that the business hour of Dubai is from Sunday to Thursday. And last of all, during the holy month of Ramadan, eating, drinking, and smoking is strictly forbidden in the public spaces, so please keep in mind that you should not do it. And then I like to talk about the dress and the business. In Dubai, male clothing and female clothing is different. For instance, male wear a white kandra, which is a long white dress woven from wool or cottons, and the female wears a baya, which is a black overgarment covers all of her bodies. However, this Islamic dress code is not forced, so you can wear whatever you want, but you should dress modestly and very conservatively, especially when you go to the rural area or when you contact with the people from the countryside. It is more strict, so wear clothing that covers all of your body. And sometimes there could be informal meetings, however, you should avoid low cut tops and the short skirts and the tight clothing too. And lastly, I'd like to talk about the food cultures of the Dubai. First of all, lunch meetings are more common than a dinner meeting, so it is best to schedule a lunch meeting with your business partner. But you should not order alcoholic or expensive food because the people in Dubai put a value on it modestly. And try to finish around the same speed as your business partner. And again, it is very important not to eat, drink, and smoking in the public space during the holy month of Ramadan. And now I would like to pass on to Ahmed.
Hi everyone, as Tyler mentioned, my name is Ahmed Al-Naim, and I specialize in the economic aspects of Dubai. And today I'll be covering 3 main points in economic activities about the GDP with the gross domestic products and the imports, which is the second, and for last is going to be about the exports of Dubai. Starting off with the GDP, in 2010 the GDP has had a growth of 2.8% in the growth, and it was compared to the 2009, which was about 2.4%, and throughout the years, in 2012 it grew up to 4.1%, which is an increase about of 3.5% increase in the GDP, which it all includes from the construction and real estate sectors, which has achieved a positive growth with the global economy recovery. As well as the tourism plays an important role in the economy of Dubai, which from the increase in restaurant hotels in 2011, which has achieved a very high GDP for Dubai. So for the economic crisis, since the economic crisis that has happened throughout the years, Dubai was able to keep it stable and has achieved an increase more than the economic crisis that has happened. Going to the second point, which is about the imports of Dubai. First, for the main import, it's directed to Dubai, which UAE is divided into states. So Dubai is one of the main import places for it. And one of the major imports that are the cement, food products, intermediate products as well. And the top sources that come for the import for the Dubai come from India, China, and as well as the US. And the port location, it's located in Dubai's Jebel Ali port. As you can see, it was constructed in 1970. It's one of the largest man-made harbors in the world, which is ranked the 7th. And that is for the import, and going to the export of Dubai. Dubai has, for the destinations, it has 163 destinations for around the world for export, and which include India, which is one of the top export countries, which has about 40.6% of share, which has become the second in the second consecutive years. And second comes Switzerland, which comes the second for Dubai, and the third, which is Saudi Arabia, and the fourth is Pakistan. As well as which for the exports that include for Dubai is the dates, figs, the mangoes. These are the main products that are exported from Dubai, where mostly most of the economy comes from the tourism and from restaurants and hotels. Now I'll pass it on to Hashim, who's going to be talking to you about the location of.
I'm Hashim Al Yusuf. I'm a transportation system specialist in the government of Dubai, and I'll be talking to you about the location difficulties. First, we'll start with the geography. Dubai is located in the Gulf Coast of United Arab Emirates. It shares the border with Abu Dhabi, the capital of the country, and Sharjah and Amman. It lies directly within the Arabian Desert, so with that it has a very hot desert climate, and with summers that are extremely hot, windy and humid. Temperatures can get up to 120 degrees and down to 18 in the winter. Although Dubai is located directly in the Arabian Desert, it's always proven itself to be the best in all transportation means in the region. First, we have air transportation. With Dubai's international airport that was built in 1960, it's ranked as the 15th most busiest airport in 2009. And according to the National Business News, Dubai's airport will overtake London Heathrow to become the world's busiest airport by 2015. Then we have Al Maktoum International Airport, which is under construction right now. It's forecasted to be the biggest airport in the world, with 5 runways, 4 terminal buildings, and the capacity to take 160 million passengers and 12 million tons of cargo. Going on to the waterways of Dubai, they have 2 major commercial ports. First, Port Rashid, that was built in 1972. It's the first port in Dubai. Then they have Port Jebel Ali, which is the largest man-made port in the world. And it's the biggest in the Middle East, and it's the 7th busiest port in the world. Dubai also has their own metro rail system, and it's the first urban train network in the Arabian Peninsula. It runs without a driver and is automatically navigated. It consists of 2 lines, red and green, that goes through all the major residential and financial areas in the city. And they are always trying to expand it. Like according to the railwaytechnology.com, Dubai announced that they will complete a link of the UAE high-speed rail system, which will serve passengers and cargo throughout the whole Arabian Gulf and then possibly Europe. Going to the roads, they have 5 main road routes or highways that connects it to other cities and emirates in the country. They have their own public transportation system that serves more than 110 million passengers yearly and to more than 140 routes. And the taxis are also available in Dubai, and they are fairly cheap, and you can find them all over the city. Just to recap, I talked about the location difficulties in Dubai, and with that there are no major difficulties due to location of the city. And now I'm going to pass it to Ahmed to talk about the market differences.
Hello everyone, my name is Ahmed Al Nasser. I'm an expert in marketing in Dubai. According to Harvard Business International School article, Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum, the current ruler of Dubai, his father said, Sheikh Rashid Al Maktoum said, my grandfather rode a camel. His father rode a camel. He rides a camel. He rides a Mercedes. His son rides a Land Rover. His other son is gonna ride a Land Rover, but the son of his son is gonna ride a camel. So with that code, he knew the supply of oil in Dubai is gonna be low, and it's gonna run by 2015. So he concentrated on how to build Dubai economy without oil, not like the other Gulf countries. around Dubai. He also changed some laws to attract foreign investors, like the alcohol laws and some Islamic laws. So, why invest in Dubai? Dubai is one of the fastest growing city in the world. It's important for businessmen to get their building as soon as possible, get it started, and as soon as possible get it done. And with that, there's a lot of disadvantages and advantages. One of the disadvantages that the construction quality will be really poor, and the workers' right. As you all know, it's really hot in Dubai. It hits 50 degrees in the summer. So there has to be the workers' right. And in 2007, Dubai wanted to buy Disneyland from America, and America told them, no, you can't do that. So they did a Dubai land, which they started in 2007 and stopped in 2008 due to the financial crisis. Then Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, he bought Dubai land idea, and in 2012 they started making the next Dubai land, the next Disneyland. And advantage is getting the job done fast, building their buildings really fast. It attracts a lot of foreign investors. Like Burj Al Khalifa, started at September 2004 and finished in September 2009. It took them 5 years to build. It's 830 meters high and 163 floors. So now moving up to the culture. As I told you, Sheikh Mohammed changed several laws in Dubai to attract Western investors. In Dubai, we have nightclubs, we have world-class restaurants, and the consumption of alcohol. Like other countries, like Qatar, you don't have like nightclubs. You can't drink in restaurants. You have to go to 5-star hotels and drink if you want to drink. And moving on to the government, when Dubai started to grow, other Gulf countries around Dubai were rising as well, like Bahrain, Qatar, and Oman and Kuwait. The difference is that the Dubai government focuses on getting Western investors and helping domestic investors rising, as well as there is no taxation in Dubai, so it attracts foreign investors to invest in Dubai when there is no taxation. Moving on to advertisement. As you can see, as Arabian travel market said, Dubai is a tourist destination and we want to develop our petrols and luxury sign for Dubai. Such cars are unique and will boost the image of the Emirates as a tourist destination. They spent 56 million dirhams, which is $4 million, to buy a police cars, such as Mercedes, Aston Martin, and Bentley and Ferrari. As well as they did all of this to attract tourists. So they on. As you can see, Dubai focuses also on outdoor advertisement. As you can see this picture, they have a land, and by the plane you could have predators, and also they do wrapping the building. As you can see, Emirates Airlines has wrapped a building here and to do an advertise. And also you could do in airports, you could do in Dubai Mall, Dubai streets, and so to recap about the market in Dubai and how the ruler of Dubai is involved and how investing in Dubai is different than other countries, and how advertisement is different in Dubai. So now I'm gonna attempt to talk to you about restriction.
Hello, again, my name is Tyler, and I'm the expert on the restrictions of doing business in Dubai. and I wanted to talk to you about how to set up your business and what you need to do and what you need to look out for, and the restrictions that you need to follow. And the initial setup of a business in Dubai can be difficult. You have to worry about things like Emiratization, which is the push by the government to to hire UAE nationals over other groups of people. So this means you have a limited ability to choose who you want to hire. Government regulations are also initially they're hard to get around. It takes some acclimating to get used to the regulations. With regards to foreign direct investment, it depends on what kind of company or business you want to operate. If you want to open up a sole proprietorship, you will retain 100% ownership and responsibility for the company. But with a limited liability company, which is between 2 and 50 shareholders, you need a UAE national investment of at least 51%. Same with a private shareholding company. And if you are a foreign company opening up a branch in Dubai, you retain 100% ownership of the branch, but you need a local services agent to help you with government regulation and anything you might need for doing business. The market stability. Real estate is the biggest market in Dubai. In 2008, during the World Economic Crisis, Dubai has suffered like 40 to 60% property loss, property value loss. It has since recovered dramatically, and tourism is another very important market. It's dependent on real estate because it is a major tourist destination because of the great shopping malls and the large amount of hotels and resorts available. Intrapod is the sales of duty-free items. Financial services is also very important in Dubai. It is a leading financial center in the Middle East, and historically, it is also a petroleum city. It started out as an oil city, and now it is a real estate oriented. The international relations between Dubai and other nations are good. Healthy trade relations. India is the biggest trade partner. Also, Dubai trades with China and the United States, and there is some controversy over the treatment of Indian workers in UAE corporations, but that is minimal and is not a huge problem. And also, Dubai has avoided instability and unrest from the Arab Spring. It has fared a lot better than other countries. And to recap, I talked about the restrictions on doing business with regards to foreign direct investment, business setup, and relations with other nations. And now I'd like to pass it back to Sujin for the conclusion.
To conclude, I'd like to talk about briefly what we covered today. First of all, we talked about, I talked about the business cultures in Dubai, including the greetings and gestures, and religion and clothing and food cultures. And second, Ahmed talked about the economic aspects and economic advantages that Dubai has, such as really increasing GDP and important exports of the products. Then Hashim talked about local difficulties and advanced the transportation method in Dubai. And Anna talked about the market differences by stating how cultures, speed, and governments are important in Dubai. And lastly, Tyler talked about the restrictions on doing business in Dubai, such as initial setup can be challenging, but they have a good international relationship with other countries. With a little information and preparation, you can easily set your business in Dubai, in this beautiful, booming city. And therefore, I strongly recommend you to start business in Dubai, and then you will find yourself being a successful businessman in Dubai. Thank you very much. Any questions?